So starting the test drive in this i8, this is what I was most interested in. I see these, I don't want to say quite a bit, but whenever I see an i8, I think, wow, that is an incredible machine, just in terms of the looks, but I've never actually driven one. So being able to drive this is quite a treat. And I would just say in sport mode here, this thing is incredible in terms of the driving experience that you're getting from this simple setup of a turbo 3-cylinder, electric motors, and a 6-speed automatic transmission. It is something, just something epic. It really is. And the comfort mode is still relatively peppy, but the sound you get here, and it's a truly incredible experience. Now this is pretty low slung, so the ride is actually not as bad as you would expect for a car that you basically have to fall into getting in this doorway here, but relatively smooth on this bouncy road here. I know when I take the Lamborghinis through here, even though it looks smooth, every bump you hit, it's kind of riding it. And this is kind of, it's pretty smooth again for it to be this low to the ground. And overall, the driving experience, you would expect this to feel weird because it is a hybrid, but especially in this sport mode where everything's cut on, this feels like a true, it feels like a true M car in my opinion. It feels like a real BMW. And that's just, it kind of makes sense why these bring so much money. Again, the overall experience is what you would expect from an M8 or M5, something like that. But I think just rides a bit better, feels a bit more futuristic as well. And BMW is usually on top of just having a more futuristic interior feel anyway, but this just takes it to another level. Even though this is a 19, you have buttons down here and all that, it still feels futuristic. Now the car itself, again, it drives very nicely, it's very quick, but when you're just coasting here, especially if you're not in the sport mode, really quiet. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna put in the Eco Pro. The shifter goes into the regular drive mode by itself since it senses it's in that mode, and a lot quieter here. And the regen really does kind of push, well, even in sport mode, because it's recharging the battery as well, you're able to get that range relatively quickly. So I had about 2 miles here in the comfort mode, and I was at 3 in Eco Pro. And now after driving in sport mode for 5 minutes and using the regen brake basically once, I'm at 4 miles. And again, it's just quiet in this car, very quiet when you're not in that sport mode. And I'm pretty sure that that's not all the engine exhaust you're getting. You're getting those digital sounds, but it's just a good setup here in terms of the sound you get in the sport mode. Now I'm gonna leave the shifts in auto mode. I'm gonna see how this actually shifts. And we'll give it a pull coming out of this corner. Let's see if it downshifts. Here we go. Yeah, that acceleration is incredible. For this kind of powertrain, it's absolutely phenomenal. Just crazy. But I want to give one more huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, road noise on these 20s, with just how this car is set up, it's relatively loud because this road is so beat up. When you're not riding on rougher pavement like this, and you'll kind of see as we change the overall feels, it's not bad at all. But when you are on rough pavement, you can hear it. I wouldn't say you feel it as much as you can hear it, but it is noticeable. Now, I wouldn't let it deter me from having this car. I mean, you get a Harman Kardon sound system. You can put it in sport mode, and that sound will take away a lot of the sound you get from the tires, but for the most part, it doesn't bother me at all. And again, that stretch of road is so rough. Pretty much, if you go over it in an S-Class, you'll hear it a little bit. Not as much you hear it in here, but as you can see on this stretch of road, it feels more normal. Yeah, it's just so cool that you have a car that has these sounds, especially in sport mode, that just feels aggressive, feels like a true M car again. But then in comfort mode and Eco Pro mode, this just it drives like a hybrid. It really does. And I mean a good driving hybrid, like a souped up Camry. That's the best way to put it. I mean, it still has incredible power. It'll smoke pretty much most vehicles out on the road. But again, if you charge this thing up, you can basically run it on EV power for your daily trips and whatnot. In terms of what you get for the money though, I mean, with this being $72,000, less than 35,000 miles on it, pristine condition, highly recommend this car if you're in the market for something like this. I wish I could afford this. It's just a fun car, and if it's just you and maybe one other person, you're using this to go back and forth to work, or you're a bachelor, whatever, you'll be very pleased with this car. It's very fun. It gets head turns everywhere it goes. It's fast, and it's just again, if you're not needing that power, it's very easy to drive this as an EV going around town. You just plug it into the wall, let it charge overnight, you're good to go. But it's such a neat car on the inside, on the outside. I'd say relatively reliable too. I see a lot of these getting 90, 100,000 miles. When I just like to look at cars in my free time, so I like to see what these go for, and 40,000 for 100,000 mile, 120,000 mile i8 that's still running and driving. This one is a newer model because most of those are 2015s. This one's a 19 TeraWorld trim. This is the way to go, I think. I think this is a good price. The mileage is great. And again, it still has a ton of life left in it. And it's relatively practical as well. Whether you use it as pure EV, a hybrid, a sports car, all three, doesn't matter. Phenomenal car. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 BMW i8.